All right, welcome back to the Lucky Paper YouTube channel. We are here for round 3 of our little. We got to figure out what we call this. It's not like it's a little round robin of 3 people, right? That we do every Monday here on stream. And we're playing decks drafted from my Bun Magic Cube this week. That is my Eternal Cube that is focused on trying to push fair Magic to its limits. So we're playing very powerful cards, very powerful strategies, but everything that I deem to be fair, which is somewhat subjective, but there are no 2-card win-the-game combos. There's no cheating on mana. There's no, like, really obscenely broken stuff that, well, I mean, some of the stuff that's obscenely broken is really only obscenely broken in the context of Constructed. Like Gataxian Probe, you shouldn't have made that card for Constructed. That's really not a good card to make, but it's okay here. But there's not, like, the stuff like Mind Twist or, stuff like that that's just truly egregious. So I am playing this little Grixis Artifact Xerox deck is what I'm calling it. It is based on Urza's Saga and Third Path Iconoclast are the 2 cards that got me into drafting this deck. And what I'm trying to do is kind of flexible depending on the matchup. I can be very aggressive with the right draw, with a Ragavan, a Bomat Courier, or even just playing a Sprite Dragon or Third Path Iconoclast on turn 2 and then just chaining a bunch of spells together. So that's one option. I also have the option to play a pretty good late game with Urza Saga tokens and Retrofitter Foundry and just kind of getting a little engine going. So that's also an option. I think in this matchup, I'm going to want to be on the faster side or just play Retrofitter Foundry, which I think is going to be kind of a problem for Anthony. He's got Vanishing Verse, and March can also hit artifacts, right?
I hope so, yeah.
So he's got a couple answers to the actual artifact, but that's a good card traditionally against control decks because you get to just dump your mana into tokens and they never get a chance to. I guess you only have counterspells, so that's not going to be the problem. Anyway, that's the deck. It's a little light on interaction, I would say. I've got like a Flame Slash, a Magmatic Sinkhole, a couple of tempo counterspells, and then, my commands appear and stuff. And I also didn't get a Steam Vents, which is a bummer. I run 3 cycles of Shocklands in my 360-card cube, and people often tell me, that's overkill. Why do you run so many? I didn't see a single Steam Vents in this whole draft. That's why I run 3, because, you need them. Anyway, what are you playing, Anthony?
I'm playing sort of an Esper control deck that's maybe a little bit on the mid-rangier side, but I've got a couple of Wraths with Wrath of God and Deluge and Winds of Abandon and Balance, and then I'm hoping just to stick some bigger stuff like one of these Planeswalkers and generate some card advantage with stuff like Primordial Mist, which is an all-time favorite of mine, and, Treasure Cruise, why not? That's the plan.
I'm glad you like Primordial Mist. Sometimes you don't like powerful cards, but you do like that one.
Uh-huh. Because I always draft it and then lose with it.
It's a fun card. It's so fun to play with. You get to do truly stupid stuff. All right, Anthony, let's do poker hands. I'm going to subject you to it.
Oh, damn it. I was going to...
Give me one of those big dice. I need 5. Poker hands. Poker hands. Pair 4s. I bet you can beat a pair of 4s.
Is this fun? Is this good watching?
Are you happy now, chat? Ooh, 3 of a kind.
Threes.
Actually, 4 is a bigger number than 3, so I win. No, I'm just kidding. You win.
And I had a 6 in there, too. That was big.
It's true. I assume you're on the play?
I will be on the play.
Yeah, I like that for you. I think that's good for you.
We had another suggestion from the chat suggesting the biggest difference between 2 D20s.
I just read that as the biggest D20 versus both players at the same time.
It's like a challenge coin situation. You just got to pull out the biggest D20 you have.
Exactly.
We also had a name suggestion for this, the Monday Lucky Paper Threesome.
Okie dokie. That's an option. We like options, so... Oy. Chad, I really wish I had won the roll, is what I really wish.
Welcome to the chat, MZW3.
No peeking, Anthony.
I would never. I'm still shuffling my deck over here.
That's fine. Even though I'm going second, I will give you the information that I am, in fact, going to keep my hand. It's a hand that would be a heck of a lot better on the play. But here we find ourselves, on the draw. So we're going to do our best. My main concern in this matchup is that Anthony will just have removal spells for all of my threats.
I like the sound of that.
Because I don't have that many ways to protect my threats. He has way more removal than I have ways to protect my threats, which could be a problem.
Okay, can I actually adjust these thick sleeves and grab 7 cards? Yes, I can. You can't see it on stream because of black sleeves.
We also have some more name suggestions coming in. 3 Cubateers and Culta Cube suggests Menage a Cube.
I mean, cubed. Menage a cubed, because 3 of us.
All right, chat. Wow, this hand. I mean, let's not worry about that, but it's really tempting to keep this. I can't do it. I'm not that much of a dummy. I'm gonna throw it back, but I'm gonna look. You always gotta look.
The inevitable after looking. I'm gonna pre-plan my sideboard. I know what I'm doing in this matchup, I think, too. Bring that in, I think, honestly. Well, do I?
Hand would have been great. It would have been okay. It probably would have been fine.
Hand was perfect.
It was flawless.
Yeah, I'm worried about your density of removal over there.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
CubeCon is in Madison, Wisconsin,
Yes.
Correct.
at the Game Hole Convention.
Yeah.
It's at the Alliant Energy Center, which is like the convention center in in Madison, and
but-
it's part of Game Hole Con.
Game Hole.
Hopefully this
yeah.
year an even bigger part. Maybe they can get a bigger hall, more seats. I'm hoping, because
I'm curious
I think
how
it's going to grow.
big it's gonna be. That seems like a difficult thing to.
This is why I don't like event planning and
Yeah.
don't do it.
But thank you to all those who do.
Yes, big thank you to especially John in the chat for, organizing CubeCon.
All right, I'm definitely keeping this hand. It's a much better hand, although it doesn't look as fun and cool. I'm also definitely pitching one of these, and I think because of this interaction, I want to keep this.
It's so hard not to look, chat.
Yeah, don't look. So I
So
think
hard
I'm
not to
gonna
look.
pitch
It really matters in this matchup too.
this card. All right, there we go. We did it.
You're on the play, sir.
I will start us off with a Godless Shrine tapped pass.
I'll draw. I'll play a Scalding Tarn,
Okay.
and I present it with my first decision already. I'll just pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Swamp. Pass turn.
I'm going to sacrifice this Watery Grave. By Watery Grave, I mean Scalding Tarn to get a Watery Grave.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tapped Watery Grave.
You do want to plan Cube Day, though, where you don't actually do any event planning.
Yeah.
You just pick a day.
I just
and
pick
say,
a day, make a poster, and say, everyone do all the work yourselves
Yeah.
in your own communities.
This is so what's the day?
I'm
We
going to
picked
turn
it?
my attention to that after the Magic Con
Okay.
panel, which is what I'm
Okay.
spending all my extra time on right now. Not that I
Okay.
have any real extra time. I'll untap. I will draw. Boy, playing against you is very difficult, Anthony.
Really?
I just feel like you're going to have all of the removals.
Okay.
I'll play a Mountain.
Yep.
I will dash in Ragavan.
Yeah, I will removal that.
I'm happy that it was that removal spell.
Yeah.
I'm happy to ramp.
Yeah.
That's a fine use of my mana. What am I getting with my little ramp spell?
It's like a
here?
treasure you get to keep forever.
I'll get a Mountain, and I'll pass a turn.
I'll untap. Draw a card. Play Thraben Inspector.
ABT, baby.
Always be Thraben.
Be Thraben.
And I'll say go.
I'll untap. I will draw. Play a land. So you missed your land drop last turn, huh?
I don't have to tell you that.
I'll play a third path Iconoclast.
Yuck.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Oof. Oofa doofa, as the kids say.
Some conversation in the chat about how Cube Days is very exciting. I was just thinking, I felt like I was witnessing history when we were recording the podcast, and
gonna do it.
Anthony mentioned the idea, and I was like, wow, I was here at the Genesis.
I'm going to crack my clue.
You got it.
Say go.
Wow. I never thought I would ever untap with Perpath Iconoclast.
Yeah.
Amazing. Play an island. Play a Retrofitter Foundry. Trigger. Can I get my token I drew over there? It's over there somewhere. I guess that'd be collaboratively drew.
Wait, you don't need Artifact Soldier. Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were
Exactly
talking about the
what I
servo tokens.
I have those over here, but I'm just getting my Artifact Soldier for right now.
Date on which Cube Tutor launched. The person to ask about that is probably Parker. He's been doing a lot of research into the history of Cube.
And I'll play a Baleful Strix.
Okay.
Trigger. Draw. And I will pass the turn.
Cards in hand.
4.
Draw. Oofa doofa.
I'm still holding out hope for November 18th for Cube Day.
Yeah, it's not going to be that. It's going to be spring.
I'll cycle Timeless Dragon.
You got it.
Get a Hollowed Fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Play it, lose 2 life.
18.
Cast Skull Clamp.
Mm-hmm.
Pass turn.
I'll make a servo.
Okay.
Untap. Draw. I'll destroy Skull Clamp and deal 2 damage to Thraben Inspector.
Yep.
And also get another Artifact Soldier. Oh, they're not sleeve. They don't slide. That's not tapped. I'll play a Wooded Foothills. I'll go to combat and attack you for 5.
Go to 13.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Cards in hand.
3.
Cast Balance.
How many cards do you have in hand?
5.
I'll remand that.
Thought you might.
I'll draw a card.
May 7th, 2013, the date that Cube Tutor was founded, initiated.
I'm struggling with I think Cube Day can't be the same day every year, because if it like falls on a Sunday or something, it's just not a good day to try and have an event. So it's going to have to be, I think, a different day every year. Maybe like, the second Thursday in May. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
same
that.
time, just same different date, just same.
I'll cast the Esper Sentinel.
Sure.
Pass.
I'm going to sacrifice this Wooded Foothills, Aaron, and go to 18. I'll get my last mountain. And I will then cycle this servo into a Thopter.
Yeah.
I'll untap. Draw. That only cares about my first spell each turn, yeah?
Correct.
All right. I'm going to pay 2 life and 1 to Gataxian Probe you. Wrath. Planeswalker. Finisher, draw cards. Okay. I will make another of these guy.
So you're at 16?
Yes, I'm at 16. And I will draw a card.
Wow, what a menacing mace that little robot guy has.
It's a very sticky lollipop.
Cute and fuzzy mace.
I guess he actually just has like a short sword. That is his hand. Ooh, these are scary guys.
I will then go to combat and swing with everybody except for the Iconoclast.
Yep, I will block a dude.
All right.
Take 4.
Take 4.
Go to 9.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw.
Did I play land for turn? I don't think I did. Stupid. Stupid.
Godless Shrine.
Untapped.
I will take 2.
Go to 7.
It's probably, well, I couldn't really do it in the other order, so yeah. Balance.
I'll just hardcast Force Negation.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
exiled.
Oh, that makes a big difference.
Does it actually make a big difference? You can't delve away your yard now to Treasure Cruise?
Yep. You know about the Treasure Cruise, and that is exactly 1 mana off now. Pass turn.
You're very dead, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
Make
gonna
a
make this
4/4.
into I mean, you could have drawn a good removal spell, I guess, but I make a 4/4 now. Boop. I'll untap. I'll draw. I'll play my land first so I don't forget. I'll play an island. Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack
Look at me,
everybody.
I'm dead.
All right. Game 2.
Oof. Missing my 3rd land for 2 turns hurt pretty bad there.
Yeah, that was rough. Honestly, the path was big because it let me play the 3rd path Iconoclast on turn 3 with Remand up. Not that it ended up being important,
Yeah.
but not that you also could have let Ragavan hit you there. You definitely can't, but
It's kind of the same. You end up with an extra mana either way.
yes,
The next
but
turn.
not one of your cards. And
But not one of my cards.
though I would have exiled some cards that weren't lands, so it actually would have
I
been
should
good
have
for
thought
you.
about that. Should have thought about that. Yeah.
All right, sideboards against Anthony. We got cards. Chat.
Retrofitter Founder is also going to be a problem.
So I have a potentially pretty transformative sideboard plan that I could pursue. I am, I think, leaning towards doing this, if at all, in game 3 when I'm on the play. As right now, so what would I be cutting for this stuff? I'd be cutting like this. Probably keep that. Probably keep those. Probably cut this. Keep. That's still good. Probably cut that. Those are the easy cuts, I think. So the question is, do I want to kind of go all in on this kind of strategy? This card, you might be surprised to see on my sideboard, but a lot of my non-creature spells are not instants or sorceries, and so I don't think it's actually as good here as people might expect. This card, I don't like decreasing my threat density at all, but the nice thing about this is in a late game, this is just turns every single card into a game-ending threat, which could be useful if I'm left behind with some dinky little guys. Make Anthony have to use removal on like servo tokens and stuff like that. And this is just good because it gets the important cards out of Anthony's hand. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to bring in these 4 for these 4. This does provide reach, though, is the thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this in for now and not add this. So just these 3 for right now. And then if we get to game 3, I will do a little more aggressive sideboarding.
All right, Anthony, what are we working with over here?
All right, so I want to make one small change. I want to bring in this card because it is just good against a lot of Andy's threats. I'm actually thinking of taking out one of these 2. A lot of Andy's threats are colorless or multicolored, so that makes this a lot worse. But and a lot of them just take a lot of, I'm going to cut the more expensive one. But I'm not 100% sure it's correct.
I think a lot of sideboarding in this matchup with my pool. All right. I presume you're on the play.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
All right. Well, at least I can
Draw 7.
draw 7 cards.
All right. What are we working with here, Andy?
I'm once again going to reveal the information that I'm going to keep this hand before Anthony
I will
decides
keep
on his
my
side.
hand, if that makes a difference.
This card is just particularly good in this matchup, I think. So I like that, and this will find whatever I need. That's my plan, at least.
Whatever he needs. All right, I will keep this hand as well. We have a pretty good combination here and some interaction, and we're hopefully not going to get mana screwed this time. You'll love to see it.
I hope you do get mana screwed
Thank you.
personally.
Thank you.
Take it away whenever you're ready.
Question is, how aggressive do I want to be with my life total here? I think, I don't want to play that color land first. Decisions get complicated right away. I'm just going to play a Godless Shrine untapped and play a Skull Clamp. Pass.
I'm glad it's not an Esper Sentinel.
Yeah.
I'll play an island.
You have it.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Okay. Play Shelldock.
You got it.
We got some options. I think that's going to be what I want if we get to that point.
I'll get there a lot sooner than you will, almost certainly.
And say go.
Speaking of which, I will consider.
Okay.
Yikes, that's punishing. Ugh. I gotta bin it. I'll bin Collective Brutality.
Ooh.
And I'll draw. Untap. Draw. Play a mountain and say go.
Untap. Draw. Gonna be honest, I like that draw. I'll play a swamp. Pay 3 for Lingering Souls.
Lingering Souls, huh? Let me have a think.
Have a think. I'll optimistically, I'll get some tokens.
Yeah, you can have your Lingering Souls. That's fine.
Very generous of you.
I don't have a counter spell. I'm just doing this for fun, chat.
Sure. Let's get 2 matching spirits and say go.
Lingering Souls Skull Clamp is, as we say in the business, a problem.
Thank you.
I will draw. Play Urza Saga.
Ooh.
And pass the turn.
I'll untap. Draw a card. Play Arid Mesa. Go to combat. Attack you for 2.
18 all.
And pass the turn.
Oh, somebody's just telling me they have the Wandering Emperor, I suppose. Otherwise,
Definitely.
we would for sure be flashing back our Lingering Souls or Skull Clamping or anything. Okay.
You want to go?
Okay. Question is, what do I do about it? In that case, on your end step, let's just petty theft one of your tokens.
Rude.
Then I will untap. Draw. Takes over to chapter 2. Play an island. Pass the turn.
I'll crack Arid Mesa. Get a basic plains.
Welcome to the chat, UberCube. Not sure if you were here before.
Oh yeah, Ubercube is a regular.
Nice.
A regular around these parts.
They said walk in to witness a petty theft, so I wasn't sure if they were.
They probably left
Tuning
me
in
back.
before.
Yeah.
All right. I will cast the Wandering Emperor.
What?
What?
Oh my goodness. Let me think about this.
Yeah. And I'm at 17 from my Arid Mesa.
Right.
I don't want to give up my Saga tokens. My precious Saga tokens.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't beat that thing if you resolve it and get to make a bunch of activations. I'm going to memory lapse it.
Interesting. Okay.
Go ahead.
I will untap. Draw the Wandering Emperor. Whoop. Play an island. So, do I just recast the Wandering Emperor right now? You cannot cast Petty Theft. You have lost a thing. You could have Remand. You could have something else. You could play Sprite Dragon next turn. All kinds of things could happen.
It's weird that you would main phase it now when you were clearly not main phasing it the turn before. What changed?
You actually have mana not tapped. I don't know. Like you have, I know you have like, well, if you have Force of Negation, you can still discard something. All right. Well, let's cast Wandering Emperor.
Results.
Excellent. Stall the big counter. And I'm going to go ahead and make a 2/2. And attack you for 1.
17.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Chapter 3.
I should have clamped there.
This is pain. I will not make a token.
Wow.
I'll get Bone Splitter off of Urza's Saga.
Okay. Interesting. Retrofitter Foundry already in hand, maybe?
And then I will cast a Sprite Dragon.
Yep.
I will equip a Bone Splitter.
Yeah.
I will murder the Wandering Emperor.
That happens.
I will be mad that I didn't play. I'll just play Otawara.
Okay.
And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw a card. I'll go to combat.
Yep.
Attack you for 3.
14.
Clamp a spirit.
You got it.
Play a plains. Flashback Lingering Souls.
Mm-hmm. I showed it 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, is Bone still in the chat? What's the mana value of Lingering Souls if it's flashback?
Uh-oh.
Is it still 3? I hate to ask to tip my hand, but I gotta know.
You gotta know.
I just gotta know.
Chat says 3.
3. We have lots
3.
of 3s.
Well, I shouldn't have asked. Cool.
Still 3. 3.
Still 3.
Lots of 3s in the chat. All right, so questions for myself. Do I keep clamping? Do I play this card? I think we just do this. Let's cast Thraben Inspector.
Heard of that one?
Pass the turn.
So I think you've probably got like Eliminate up or something. I'll untap. I will draw.
42.
What's 42? What's happening?
The mana value of the spell.
I'll play a mountain. Third Path Iconoclast.
You got it.
Pass the turn.
I'll crack my clue. Untap.
I had to kill that stupid Planeswalker, but I would really love to have a Sensei's Divining Top right now instead of a Bone Splinter.
Do either of you or maybe anyone in the chat know where the slang crack for sacrifice came from?
We speculated actually in a previous stream that it came from the original cycle of eggs in Apocalypse, because you crack an egg to use it, and that was when you sacrificed it and got mana and drew a card.
Place.
That's the thesis I've heard, at least.
Pay 1 and 4 life.
Target
Third Path Iconoclast.
How many cards in hand?
3.
That's fine.
And you've got a... What is this? A
3/1.
3/1.
At least a 3/1 right now. Wink.
Yeah.
Wink.
Let's go to combat. Attack you for 2.
Down to 12.
Okay. Second main. 6.
Taking one from Silent Clearing.
This is a bad choice. You didn't counter the other thing. Could just do other stuff instead. How many cards do you have in hand?
3.
3 cards. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, taking 1 off my Silent Clearing. Let's cast Elspeth Sun's Champion. There it is.
I'll cast Force of Negation
Okay.
on that. It's exiled.
And I will say go.
And that does put a counter on my boy.
Yup.
Untap. Draw.
Is either player close to Hideaway from the chat?
Great question.
I'm probably pretty darn close.
I don't think I'm that close. Actually, I'm getting tricked
You've
by
been
these
drawing
thick
things
sleeves.
off of Clamp. I am 3 cards off. I'm at 23 in library.
I'm also at 23.
Hey, perfect parody.
Cool. Great. I like your style.
I will pass a turn.
Stop doing stuff like that. Not even attacking with a Sprite Dragon.
You got 2 1/1 blockers, and I may or not have an instant.
That's true.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Draw. That card.
How many cards do you have in hand?
3.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Okay, let's try this. Let's Murderous Cut the Sprite Dragon.
Murderous Cut the Sprite Dragon.
Yeah.
I'll remand that.
Okay. I'll pay 5. Take a damage.
Mm-hmm.
Murderous Cut the Sprite Dragon.
That one's fine.
Great. Now I can't equip Skull Clamp though.
Yep, that's part of what I was just trying to do. Is
Go to
tax your
combat.
resources.
Attack you for 5.
Down to 7.
So go.
I will flash in Brazen Borrower.
Yeah, there it is.
I will untap. I will draw.
I knew that was coming. Maybe I should have left one up to block.
I think you probably should have, but that's just me.
Yeah. Then again, if you want to attack me, I'm attacking for at least potentially 6 here.
I'm going to play Seasoned Pyromancer.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm going to discard Bowmat Courier and K Command.
Mm-hmm.
Make 2 elementals. Draw 2.
Yep. And that puts you at 20 cards in library?
Yes.
Cool.
That does in fact put me at 20 cards in library.
We did it.
I will equip Skull Clamp. And I will attack you for 5.
You have a Skull
Sorry,
Clamp?
Bone Splitter. And I'll attack you for 5.
Yeah, I'll take 5. Go to 6. You scared me. I was like,
And I'll pass the turn.
didn't you know this about equipment? Anybody can use them. It's just a random object.
Whoever picks it up.
Yep. Pick up that sword.
I didn't get any of the Broken Devil spells from my deck. Why can't I have a Treasure Cruise? Or a Dig Through Time? Or a Murktide region?
Draw a card. You have 3 cards in hand.
3 cards in hand.
All crack Shelldock. Cast Treasure Cruise.
Seems good. Didn't flex on me by doing it instant speed, but it's what you're supposed to do.
Well, I was tapped out and I wanted to have cards this turn. I stand by it. You've got Brazen Borrower. Who's big?
Big Borrower.
And you're at 7.
I'm at 7.
I think I'm just going to play a Plains. Do I want a 2-1 or a 3-1? I guess I would rather trade off a 2-1. I'll clamp the Thraben Inspector
Mm-hmm.
and say go.
Ooh, and say go. Somebody's a scared.
I'm scared.
I got somebody a scared on the back foot. I'll draw.
Thanks for the follow, Crowley's Kitten.
Spooky.
I'm at least, well, let's see. play Ironcrag Pyromancer.
Yuck.
I will pay 2 life for Gitaxian Probe.
Let me think about that.
I figured.
So that triggers when you draw. You can just deal 3 to me, and then if you have like, I don't know if you have a Forked Bolt or something to get rid of my flyers. Ugh. I'm gonna respond and Vanishing Verse the Pyromancer.
I will Spell Snare that.
Oh yeah, you told me about that earlier.
I didn't strictly, but
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
did.
yeah. Sure. Gitaxian Probe resolves.
Can I see your hand,
I will
please?
show you Balance, Wrath of God, Polluted Delta,
Takabanuna.
This
All
one.
right, that's fine.
The Abandoned Mine.
I will draw. And I will do 3. One mana short of doing that? Would that even be enough if I could do it? Three to you.
Okay, I'll go to 3.
I'll play a Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah.
I'll pass the turn.
I'll crack Silent Clearing. Untap. Draw a card. You're tapped out. Force of Negation's in your graveyard. Is Force of Will in this cube?
Yes, it is.
Is it in his deck? Because if I attack with these spirits and then cast Wrath of God, which he knows about, then I'll look like a real fool. I can also just clamp the spirits, but same situation. Do I clamp and spirit? You have 1 card in hand.
Mm-hmm.
I probably shouldn't be this spooked, but I am.
Maybe you should be. I don't know.
All right, let's just do it. See what happens. Cast Wrath of God.
Just putting Wrath of God on the stack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
I will draw 2 off the Skull Clamp. Play a Flooded Strand.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Untap.
I believe Silent Clearing was sacrificed at one point to draw a card.
Yeah. Is there a question about it?
Yeah, just someone asking if it was gone.
Yeah, I wanted to stop accidentally killing myself to it.
On upkeep, I'm going to spin the top.
Okay.
Normally, I'm very fast top spinner, but these 3 cards
These next 3 cards, though?
couldn't possibly make it.
Yeah, Dash Dragavan would be something.
So if I do that, then I can't do that.
Too scared. Yeah. I mean, I could have either attacked or just like Skull Clamped a bunch more stuff.
I haven't drawn for turn yet. That's important.
I guess
if I
like
draw this for turn,
yeah.
and then I draw that, but I don't want to. Oh my God. So I know you have Balance in your hand. I know you have Takanuma in your hand. So you have 4 unknowns. Maybe there was another land I knew about. I can't remember.
I don't think so. Andy's brainstorm locking himself. Top locking.
I'm going to put them back in this order. I'm going to draw a card for turn. I'm going to cast Rabbit Battery.
That's got haste. Rabbit Battery resolves.
I'm going to equip Bone Splitter.
That resolves.
I'm going to attack for 3.
3?
For 3.
I'm going to path Rabbit Battery.
That is cool.
Great.
I can refuse to get a basic land.
May, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I will play my last card for turn, which is Wooded Foothills.
Okay.
I
No
will-
cards in hand.
I will pass. No cards in hand.
This is peak furrowed brow magic right here.
Yeah. Do I crack Flooded Strand for a basic? I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Let's not do that. Let's just put that over there. Untap. Draw on a card. Interesting. Do I use Takanuma to get the Raven Inspector?
I mean, J-Bro would be thrilled about that line.
It might happen. Okay, I'm talking myself into it. All right, let's see. Channel Takanuma.
Yeah.
Discard it. Mill 3 cards and return a creature or planeswalker card from my... Oh, or a planeswalker. Ooh. Damn it. Milled my planeswalker, which isn't a planeswalker. So yeah, I'm just going to get back 3 minutes Inspector.
Because you delved away your Planeswalkers.
Yeah. Which I think I had to do.
Yeah, I mean, you had to in that spot, probably.
Play the Thraben Inspector.
I love this line. This is beautiful.
Welcome to the chat, Derek J. Jackson, who says, nice basics.
Thank you.
Get a clue.
See you, UberCube. Thanks for tuning in.
So then the last complicated question is, you do have more hasty stuff? Do I want to clamp? Or do I want to play a Polluted Delta?
I can't help you.
Actually, that doesn't help me at all. Yeah, okay. Because of the reasons, I'm going to equip Skull Clamp.
Sure.
So go.
Okay. I will spin the top on your end step.
Yeah.
Do I want to reorder these now? I do want to reorder them. Put them in that order. I'll untap. I will draw. Wow, this is complicated.
Would have been great to draw a Primordial Mist. What's left in my deck? That.
All right.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that furrowed
Can
brow.
I see your Graveyard and Exile Zone, please?
Yeah. Don't mix them up.
The resignation.
How many cards in hand?
4.
Is that right? Did I mix them up?
Yeah.
4 cards in hand. One of them is still balance.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Go to combat.
Mm?
Attack you for 2.
Take 2. Down to 3.
Pay 3.
Mm-hmm.
Cast Liliana the Last Hope.
Yeah.
+1. I could actually +1 the my win condition, but I will not. I will +1 on nothing. And say go.
I will draw for turn. I'll sacrifice wooded. Are you kidding me? I'm at 3. Right, that was of course going to happen.
Of course that was going to happen.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
Okay. This is an end step still?
No, I just drew for turn.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to cast Prismari Command.
Okay, to make a treasure.
I'm going to make a treasure and deal 2 to you.
I'm glad I didn't. I was really close to cracking those.
Gotta get my treasure token. Gotta get my treasure token. There it is. Then I'm going to sacrifice my treasure token.
Mm-hmm.
Cast Unearth, targeting Ironcrag Pyromancer.
Yes.
Activate Sensei's Divining Top.
I'm so mad. In response, I'm going to crack my clue.
I mean, you should.
Crack Polluted Delta.
All right. Oh, man. I'm really proud of how I played there. I mean, I think the last couple turns I probably had a better line. I spun my top however many turns ago, and the top card was my Black Source, Unearth, and Prismari Command, and you had the Flooded Strand in play at 3. And I was like, what do I do? I was like, which of these lines is the safest?
I was keeping
and
it.
I already had the Rabbit Battery in hand, and I figured you'd probably have an answer for that.
Yeah.
So I just decided to run out the Rabbit Battery that turn and hold off on my plan. I kind of forgot about the treasure making mode. Well, I didn't forget about it. I was really only considering Prismari Command a win condition if you cracked your fetch land.
Yeah.
And so I was keeping it on top of my library at all times, so I could always just sacrifice the top, draw it, and instant speed kill you. But I think I should have actually just drawn that first before the Unearth. Because the other thing is, so the second to last turn of the game, I had Unearth in my hand, and I had the Pyromancer in my graveyard.
Yeah.
Didn't have black, and if I cracked my Wooded Foothills, then I would have shuffled away my Prismari Command, which is my other potential win condition. And if I drew the Prismari Command first, then I can't draw a second card for turn with Pyromancer and play that turn.
Yeah.
It is very complicated.
And you had to do it in one turn because I had all this removal. I mean, Deadweight wasn't going to kill it, but I was thinking about a haste creature, so I was keeping up Iganjo, but that being the one thing. Although I would have cracked my fetch if it meant I had to use Iganjo, which means I would have been dead anyway.
It would be dead anyway, yeah. I felt like I was probably going to win when I revealed those 3 off top as long as they didn't royally fuck up. And it was close. It was really close. Oh, my God. That was nuts. That was a really good game.
Yeah.
I feel I'm very proud, though. My sideboard plan worked perfectly. Sideboard cards, very relevant. My mana was a bit of a problem, as predicted in the pregame chat, but I think I made the right decisions in places, discarding cards that were not relevant even though they're good, not making tokens off of my Urza Saga even though it pained me because I don't actually think that was a path to winning the game. Good games. Woo, chat.
Stuff.
I gotta flip this around. I want to talk to chat. What's going on? Always die on your turns.
Tokens went by the wayside? I don't understand.
Yeah, there's some question about the young pyre or seasoned pyromancer tokens, but I think they got destroyed, by Wrath of God. Yeah.
People were probably saying I could have paid 5 to exile from my graveyard to make 2 more tokens, and I could have, but that was not on my list of things to do. I guess I could have just done that anyway, because the second to last turn I had 5 mana I didn't spend, so it would have been free to just do that, and that was absolutely correct, but I had the win in so many other ways that... You forgot to float Urza Saga mana after you ticked up to Chapter 3. You're
That's
right.
also true.
I didn't
noticed
float
that.
mana. That's true.
I should have maybe said something. That's the kind of thing you don't comment on. That's not like a mistrigger.
I mean, I should have definitely floated the mana. I would have probably had something to spend it on. Yeah, I should have made the tokens. I was so caught in my like other win conditions that I just wasn't thinking about the tokens, which
Remember this guy?
would have also been a problem.
Let's get a zoom in of that.
I like my dragon.
Good tokens. Good tokens. Woo. All right, you can stop recording, and then we'll hang out and clean up a little bit while we chat with chat.